tight spaces. I got the camera lens all the way on, it's zoomed out as big as it can be. I'm only like 3 feet away. Whoa. So, I'll just talk for a minute and then I'll get into it. But I've got some exciting news and something that we could all get in and take a part in and possibly benefit greatly from. I haven't said anything about it for, Jesus, it's been 4.5 years I've been doing it, and reached out to some people, Facebook friends and different stuff like that, but not a big response. But things are happening. So anyways, I wanted to say thanks to everybody who has been reaching out. I basically took like a decade off, I guess. I was back in the day, 2012, 2013 kind of time frame. I was taking all my vitamins and the Debinone and going to the University of Miami Bascom Palmer Eye Institute for their gene therapy study, which I believe was, if not the first, for LHON gene therapy, one of the first. And I didn't receive any treatments or anything. It was just a study on my vision, basically. So I built a bunch of information with a lot of the other people there. I guess that was a big part of it. So after that, I basically focused just on me for work, and started working at a pet store, started working cold calling, and then I got another job at an insurance agency, and I was cold calling, setting appointments for a health insurance agent and a life insurance agent, and I got my life insurance and health insurance license, but I had just been diagnosed with MS and had to stop working, and that was 2013, I think, somewhere around there, and pretty much just been silent, sitting in my room in eye pain. I've talked a lot about recently in my videos, and it's just because of dry eye, I guess. But I think that, where is it? My magnifier, looking through my magnifier, we have to, because we can't see far, we have to hold everything closed and then put the magnifier. So we have the magnifier like in the eye socket and the phone on our nose, and you just hold the left eye open while your right eye reads. So I think maybe that contributed to the dry eye. I don't know. So basically, no doctors would listen to me, and I just spent year after year it getting worse, spending more time basically in my room. I had black canvas over the windows, and that wasn't enough, so then I put vinyl for like a bar stool, kind of like what I'm sitting in. So there was absolutely zero light coming in those windows, and I was finally good. But since I got the dry eye diagnosis, and basically I use eye drops 5-6 times a day, like right now in this room, in the last 15 years of my life, would not be possible. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, it's spinning around. There's 6 bright eyes lights right above me, and they don't bother me at all. So just that aspect of life is much better. Able to be alive during the waking hours, I guess. And so kind of trying to get back into it, working out and maybe a job or something. I'm not sure. There's got to be money come from somewhere at some point, right? But unfortunately, we moved recently, and I'm not sure which county I live in, King or Pierce, or it might be on one side of the street or the other side of the street, but there are no buses within like 15 miles. And I don't live like in the middle of the boonies. I just live right in the middle. So taking the bus and going and getting the job is not really in the cards while we live here, unless I, get money from elsewhere and can pay to get a ride. Pay for Uber. I don't have money for that. Some more kind of reality about my situation, I guess. I live at home with my mom and my stepdad, and I just turned 39. And because the cost of living and we just went over, I can't go get a job per se because there's no transportation around me. So going out and going to work every morning is one thing. Getting a job at home where I can cold call from home, cool. I've done lots of that. There's no room in this house. There's no place where I can set up a desk. I don't have a desk. It got thrown away when I was in the hospital. So money will come from somewhere, right? Yeah. Like back in my mid-20s, 2009, 2010, 12, 13, yeah, somewhere in that range, 2009 to 2013, I was working at the pet store, and then I got the job at the the call center, the college matching system. That was interesting. And then the insurance and stuff. And the day that my job was over, I had another job that day. Like, I got a job. I don't know. I went in to buy dog food for my dog, and my mom was like, "Oh, they're hiring a dog trainer. Look at the sign on the door that I wouldn't see, right?" So I talked to the manager, and then a couple of days later, I went in for an interview, and they hired me to be a dog trainer, which would have been great. But I was like a whole of store employee and shelf stalker, which was interesting. Hey, blind guy, go get that why can't I talk? Tarantula. I can't see the tarantula, right? Yeah, but just grab it real quick. Okay. When I was working at the pet store, there was all kinds of things that, with LHON being blind, and going to get a job, manager, I don't necessarily seem blind, and most of you probably don't exactly either until you do some shit that requires vision. And then they're like, "What the hell's wrong with that guy?" Well, nothing's wrong with me. I'm blind. Oh. So, at the job, they were like, "Go get this kid and his mom. He wants fish." So, okay. I'm going to take him back to the aquatic center, and we pick out fish, and he's like, "Oh, well, that one. It's a 10-gallon fish tank full of like 2,000 guppies." And our little brat wanted that one. So, you make a game of it. 1 try. "Oh, I didn't get it." 2 try. "Oh, I'm not that good. Watch. Hold on, buddy. I'm going to get it. I can't get it. Hold on. I bet mom can get it." And make his mom do it. And then you put it in there, wrap it all up, and give him the fish. And I don't have a clue if he got the fish he wanted, but mom got him the fish he gets. I don't know. I did the same thing with birds. We had a big round, it was like 6 feet around, cage for parakeets, I think they were. Just little birds. And there was 50, 80 of them in there. There was a lot of birds in there. And same situation. Kid's like, "I want that one." I don't know. I can't see what bird you're pointing at all. Not even close. So I have to open the thing, slowly stick my hand in, not to freak all the birds out, so I don't fly all over and go crazy. And he can still point at that bird. And then I make it like a robot game. I was like, pretend that I'm one of those things in the claws in the machine, and you grab the toy. Pretend I'm that, and he like directed my hand, and I got the bird he wanted. But blind people can't go get kids' bird and fish. That's not gonna work. But make it a game and make it fun and make them do it. So that was kind of how I got through the pet store. But cold calling and all that stuff, that's on us. You just keep calling and calling and calling and calling and calling until your life's about to end, and then you call again and again and again and again and again. And you're gonna get really good at it, and then you can call for like an hour and do like a day and a half worth of work. So it's good. Cold calling is a good thing. Pretty much just working from home is not really in the picture at the moment, just because of the space that we have. So working, being blind, that's my kind of history. And the last 10 years have been mostly shut in a room with the lights off and just holding my eyes and in pain. I like to do this one a lot. The brim on your hat. Hold it down push my eyebrow down into my eye socket, and then push my eyeball in. It's weird, but it helps because all I can do is just push and suffer. I don't know. And after I got diagnosed with dry eye, the pain would still happen for the first 6 months or so. It was pretty bad still. Over time, it's gotten better using eye drops and keeping the eye moist. But pretty much is like 5-6 times a day now. Like I said, I can be in here and there's a lot of light in here, and that was impossible a year ago and for the last 8-10 years. And so that's kind of where I've been, is just sleeping. I've spent a lot of time sleeping, and just in my room, and glad that's kind of in the past, and working on figuring things out to be able to move forward in life and maybe get some income. Some income would be nice. One thing, my favorite song, like Uber Eats, and I don't know, there's like 1,000 different apps and ways to Lyft and all kinds of things. Being blind with the world of technology, forgive me, I know what it's like when you go blind. Going blind is not really that big a deal anymore. The OGs before me thought the same thing about me when I was doing my research and taking the vitamins, and there was kind of the beginning stages, first couple of years of the gene therapy and different, research into that different type of stuff. But like moving out and being on my own, because I have whatever. Let's imagine I have $1 billion, and I could just go buy whatever house and do whatever I want. So much easier to do that now. Even 15, almost 20 years ago when I went blind, nothing like that existed. I mean, you could call Pizza Hut to get a pizza, but I mean, there really wasn't very many delivery services, and everything is done online. Everything is done with your phone. I read articles and stuff like that. I have an Android phone, and I use a app called @Voice. It's the @ symbol and then voice. And anything that you can copy the link to, or hold down on the message and copy the text, you can go into that app, and then up in the top right corner, click on that, and then go down to paste, and then it will read it to you. So either the whole website, or just a text message. When they're really long, I do that. Pretty much all the time though, I just use my magnifier and hold my phone to my face. Which can get really weird when you're out and about. But sometimes when you have your phone read you something, it's supposed to be private. So speech to text and text to speech aren't always the best thing, unless you have a like a Bluetooth earbud in or something like that. But none of that was possible when I first went blind. So just the evolution of things, and like the connectivity. Like in my videos, I used to be like, I'm the only one in the whole world. I'm at least the only one in Washington. Bullshit. There's 7 other Brian Astons in Washington State. I thought I was the only one in the whole country. I was like, Brian Aston is amazingly unique. I'm super special. I don't know. Everybody feels that way, I'm sure, right? But like, just big props to Lisa Ponsonet and everything that she's done to bring the community together and expose a lot of the research out there, bring a lot of it together, organizations and people, and now with the live chats and these, I'm not sure what you call them on Facebook, different apps, I call them live chats, but different chats you can have once a quarter for like me in the Northwest, or different parts of the country. There's a lot of different groups now, so the connectivity is so much more. And if you're someone who very recently, or past years or whatever, and things seem a little bit singular on you, like I was saying, I'm the only one in the world. There's got to be at least 2 or 3 of me on the planet, maybe. No, not really, dude. There's more of you. So don't be so standoffish. I'm super cool. Reach out, I'll talk to you. For years, in the last 10 years, I went into my YouTube channel and took all of the identifying things, like my full name and stuff like that, out of there, so that I wouldn't get contacted. Just because holding the phone, and when your eyes hurt, feels like you have a knife stuck in your eyeball, then you probably don't want to be on the phone, texting with people a lot. So that was the reason why I kind of disappeared, sort of say. Is just because my eyes hurt all the time, and holding your phone to your face makes your eyes hurt more, and so I didn't talk to anybody or do anything. But I would say, since I started my channel, I've met 500 people with LHON. Well, maybe not 500. Like 350 easy. Different people all over the world, whether it's to say, hi, I can't believe you got it too. Like COVID, you remember that? I'm like, hey, you got it too? Or all kinds of reasons. Just looking for one little piece of info, or saying thanks for inspirational, or whatever it is. A lot of people over the years. So we aren't one, and we aren't alone. And every single person with LHON or MS, because I guess I'm a part of 2 communities now. Everybody's really nice and wants to give you any information and help that we can, like I'm speaking for other people, but I assume other people feel the same way I do. And I've spent an incredible amount of time talking with people around the world about different things over the years. So don't be afraid to reach out. Facebook works the best. That's why I put my whole name on the actual channel description or whatever it's called. So it's the Genetic House dash Brian Aston, BrianAston. So that's why that kind of disappeared and I went silent for a long time. But I tried to, get back to everybody in the comments and all that stuff. And I appreciate everybody reaching out. And whether you're doing your own thing on the internet, which is crazy how much is out there now. I feel like a grandpa. Like when I went blind, like 2004, 2006, up till 2008, 2010. Yeah, so in the first, 4 to 6 years after going blind, the only thing I knew was I have a mitochondrial disease that affects my central vision, and it's passed down through the mother. That's all there was. So for the first 6 years, that's all I knew, and I was like, I'm a mutant because my DNA mutated, and I wasn't even aware it was mitochondrial DNA, not the nuclear DNA, or knew there were two different types. So that's pretty much what's been going on over the last 10 years is basically eye pain, sitting in my room alone, and over the last 5 years or so, I've been doing a lot of ozone and feeling better, working out, and trying to get stronger and get back into life. Pretty much that's pretty much it, is just trying to figure something out and move forward and get back to a life, because how much my everyday life pretty much shut down was kind of an extreme amount for a long period of time. So I want to talk about something really happy, really good news that seems to be working out just perfectly in every way that it should be, on the time that it should be, and might greatly help with all this financial crap I've been talking about. There's nothing wrong with being poor, except for it sucks. If you could pay to take a ride somewhere, then you could go somewhere and that'd be funner. Sitting at home all the time sucks. So, I've been doing this about 4.5 years, and it's something called pie. And it's not like a piece of pie that you eat. It's like pie, like the calculation, 3.14. So what this is a cryptocurrency that we mine on our cell phones. Sounds fancy or scary or stupid, I don't care. Basically all we have to do is say, I want to mine today on our phone. And then 24 hours later, I want to mine today. And then 24 hours later, I want to mine today. And you just tap a button every time. That's it. So, I haven't really brought this up, especially my YouTube, in the videos that I was making working out and everything. I'll talk about this cryptocurrency that might never turn into nothing. Or that's like a double entendre. Might turn into nothing, and might never work out. And just every day hit the button and kept mining. And basically, they completed every step of the way so far. And all those imaginary Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, same type of shit, imaginary video game coins, because that's all it is. Oh, it's that time. Mine. Have you ever played Candy Crush or Words with Friends? It's the same thing. It's just a dumb game on your phone. Except for you only need to open it and then push the button every 24 hours and then you can close it. So it's a really weak ass game. But the point of the game would be to make the number at the top of the screen as big as possible. And you do that by pushing the button every 24 hours. And I just, when I sign up and I push the button for the first time, go right away to your alarms and set an alarm for this minute. So every day on this minute, it's going to go off. And you say, oh, push the button. And then tomorrow, do the same thing. And been doing that for 4.5 years. And basically, they've completed every step, like I've been saying. And it's going to be way bigger than even I was thinking on a different kind of scale. Like the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, you can buy some, I can have some, whatever. But this is much more of a holistic whole ecosystem. They have the Pi mining app, which is what you would download if you click the link below. And the referral code is DTC Crypto. All one word, DTC Crypto. And so basically, it's once a day, you just push the button. That's it. And so the ecosystem, there's the mining app that we just talked about, and then you download and all that. And then in the process of getting signed up and going through doing this and making sure you got this part of this app set up and you confirm and you create your wallet, and I don't know, it's all really, really simple. You just follow the prompts in the app. And for the most part, with my vision and the magnifier, I can see everything. And it's not a big deal at all. There's been a time or two where, like, I had to type my email address to put it in and verify my email. And I had my mom type that just because, you know, sometimes my nose hits the phone and I get an extra character. So I didn't want to mess that up. So I had her do it. You know, different things like that. But I keep talking about this button that you push once a day. If you hold your phone, well, I guess your phone, but your hand in front of your face, like it's your phone, where your pinky meets your palm, that knuckle right there, that's where this bucket. What's wrong with me? Button. That's where the button is. So if you can't see it, you just tap where your pinky knuckle is that goes into your palm, and you'll get it. That's what I have to do sometimes. Is, you know, the time when you push the button will adjust because you don't shut the alarm off, open the app, push the button the moment that it says, oh, 24 hours is up. So maybe tomorrow it'll be 2 minutes later. So go adjust your alarm, make it 2 minutes later, and then so you'll be like, I usually start mine at 6 a.m. and now I'm up to 11:15 a.m. So just over time, it will kind of evolve to move throughout the day, just because that extra second or couple minutes to get back to your phone or whatever it is. But don't forget about it, because it is all going to work. It's working right now. So, Pi, cryptocurrency. the app we've talked a lot about, and basically the whole point of it, it's just a video game, and the point is to make the number at the top as high as you can. And you could do that by inviting other people to do this as well. If they will use your invitation code, which is, I think, don't quote me on this, sign up and figure it out for yourself. I think that it's your username. So when you sign up, my username is DTC Crypto. I believe that would be also your name. So, here's something to drink. Talk too much. So, being able to remember and use the username to invite people for them to use as the invitation code. And also, once this goes live, which I'm days away from actually getting my coins in my crypto wallet, where I can do whatever I want with them. I can transfer them to a different crypto wallet, or I can send them to you, or you can send them to me, or whatever. Or the next part, we can use them for this. There is the Pi browser, which is a separate app. It's part of the KYC, which is the identity verification part of all this, and it ensures, like in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and just in general, one person sets up 15,000 accounts, and they mine on all 15,000. Now, is that fair? Not really. I only got one account. Well, he's got money, he can buy servers and different stuff and set up different accounts. Yeah, but is it still fair? So Pi, with the KYC, fixes that. This is the largest KYC in a history. Identity verification. Each account belongs to one person, and one person has one account, and that's it. So if like you figure, hey, I'll just get 10 cell phones and open 10 accounts, and then once it goes live, I'll just send it to myself from all the accounts and have a whole bunch of extra. That's, in a sense, that's fake news. That's fraud. That's bullshit. Why do you get to have the benefit of 10 accounts when I only have one? So that was like a thing that really rubbed people the wrong way. Expect like the small fish in cryptos is like the whales were able to capture so much more because they were able to financially afford the space, the servers, all this different stuff. But Pi fixes all this because of the KYC, they know your customer. It involves one person, one phone. That's it. The app doesn't use power on your phone. It doesn't use data. So if you're worried about, well, I have this plan for my phone, and it only has this much data per month, I don't want to go over, and it's going to charge me like $6,000, and I don't have that money for this bullshit, I don't want that. That's not going to happen because it doesn't do that. So when you open the app and you push the button to mine, it sends a signal to their servers through the internet, and then you're good. That's it. It's like sending one text message and that's it. One signal. That was kind of a confusing part at the beginning, was whether or not this was using up my phone battery and data and stuff. I was checking my battery all the time and kind of timing it out. Like uninstall the app and let a couple days go by and see how fast down my battery went, and so it doesn't use your battery or data or anything like that. The apps, well, the Pi browser app will use data because you'll be going through different sections in the app. Same thing as scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever. There's different utilities, they call it, instead of apps, I think is what they're just doing. But I think of it as different apps. So they're gonna have a lot of different apps that are in development right now, and just off the top of my head, I can think of a couple of them. Then I'm seeing things on Twitter and different Facebook groups and stuff, YouTube videos. There's different people out there with YouTube channels. A homie over at Ray's United, Ray, well man, his show is cool. He's got good info, and all seems to be on the up and up. And so back to the browser. Keep getting off track. It's kind of a vast thing, but the browser is going to have a lot of different apps or utilities within it. One that I'm seeing stuff about is Pi eCard, and we're going to be able to use that to send Pi in different cryptos back and forth. Funds like US dollar, different things like that, and be able to receive payments if we have a marketplace. Say I'm selling shoes or something, and somebody pays for their shoes, and it gets to me through Pi eCard, I believe. So different applications like that. Those will be used on things like Pi Hub, I think is what it's called. And I think Ray over at the channel I just talked about, he's Ray's Revenge, he's got some things to maybe do with that in the works. I'm not exactly sure about that stuff, but like all of this right now is to be revealed. It's kind of it's kind of working out, and just waiting step by step. Everything just keeps on happening. So the Pi eCard, the Pi Hub is going to be like the marketplace. I think of it maybe like an eBay of sorts. So people will be able to sell their goods and their services if they can come over and build a gazebo or something. I'm not sure. So within this utility platform, there's going to be many different things. Another one is called Pi Taxi, and I'm not sure if that's going to be an actual car service like Uber or Lyft, if they're going to be trying to get into something like that. I don't know. Or if it's going to be more of a payment system, so you can, like, they'll have deals with some big names or something. Speculation. Maybe Lyft or Uber, and then through the Pi utility, Pi Taxi app, you can pay for Uber with Pi. Maybe. I don't know. I got a lot of free Pi. I'm bitching about not being able to pay for rides. If I could pay for rides with Pi, that would be good. I would like that very much. So, there's a lot of different things going on with that in that whole ecosystem. There's another one, Pi Workforce, I think is what it's called. And I'm forgetting the website, but a lot of these things are similar to websites that are already out there that we know and use and love. Amazon, I forgot that one. What that one? That's not what it's called. So there's so many of them, I forget what they're called. But there's a lot in development and a lot that's being revealed, and a lot of things that are to be known. I think in between now and January 2023, there's going to be a lot more known, and this is a lot bigger than any crypto so far. Like I'm saying, click on the link down below and get mining. Push the button once a day and get some free coins. That's cool. You know, you might say, well, you're just making this video and saying that so that your thing will go up, your mining rate, because for every one of you that signs up with my link and uses a referral code DTC Crypto, mine will go up a little bit. Invite all your friends and family so yours goes up too. So that's kind of the point of it, is the whole network marketing aspect. In that, like, my mom, my aunt, friend, some friends, they're all doing it too, and they are, you know, closer, and I could be like, do this, and if it doesn't work out, then who cares? Because once a day, you tap the button once a day, so maybe 7 seconds a day of your life you're wasting. But if it works, and it's definitely working, it's working out right now. My coins have just gotten transferred to my wallet, and I checked last night. I haven't checked yet today, but any moment they're going to be in there and ready to go, and I can trade them. I haven't found the connection directly to this yet, but from everything, it doesn't seem like speculation. Seems legit. There's a little person in said somewhere country that wants to offer 1 bar of gold for 1 pie. And her bars of gold are 1 kilo, and he says it's 35 ounces of gold. Well, I just looked at the price of gold a little bit ago. It's $1,804. That's a pretty good amount. That's about $55,900. 35 times 19, well, not 19, 1804. So that would be good, right? I could pay for some rides with the gold bar or pie coins through an app. In, you know, my area, until I think this is really going to work out. There's already 40 million people. Well, I can't say 40 million because the last update said 35 million, but I've had two people reach out to me about pie. I would never think that they would say, hey Brian, you should mine pie. What? So it's definitely growing at a faster and faster rate. It's only been in the last couple months that I've really, like I was saying, had anybody come to me and say, hey, you should do this, or, you know, not been like, Brian, shut up, you know what I'm talking about. So things are growing, things are getting bigger. I think we're probably about 40 million users, or people who push the button every day, and that's a lot. That's a whole lot, more than other cryptocurrencies. Like, I don't mean like just in general that's a lot of people, because sure, that's a bunch of people, but the number of people who mine a cryptocurrency, that's a lot. Another portion of the pie, cryptocurrency, that I really, from the beginning, basically, like with the KYC, the know your customer, the identity verification part, I thought from the beginning, if this is all going to work out, that's going to be one really good part of it. And so it's all worked out. It's a really good part of it. Oh, I forgot where I'm going. Holy moly. I got so many things about pie in my head right now. Oh. Something to drink. So from the beginning, basically, there were certain things that told me, just as someone who I've never traded cryptocurrency or had a crypto wallet or really been that into it. With my penny stocks, because that's what I was trying to do for work for the past 10 years. While my eyes hurt, I'd be in my room and tried to trade stocks. Penny stocks, because I can't afford a real stock. Those are like tens of dollars each. I can afford millions of this one. So basically I had an army of friends and people I met that were into the whole penny stock world and cryptocurrencies and everything. And I found out about this pie pretty much right away. And I've been mining it pretty much every day for 4.5 years. And I think everybody should download the app and click that button once a day. Take the steps to do the KYC. Really, really simple. If you need something to help you, tell somebody. Later, you'll pay them 10 grand. Take a picture of your ID. No problem. Make a video of yourself. Smile at the camera. I'm alive. I'm real. And then the KYC verification process. They'll go out. They'll verify your ID. And people will look at your ID and they'll look at a fake ID. And they're like, yeah, that's real. And they'll look at a video of a mannequin, they'll look at a video of you, and they'll say, yep, you're real. That's how it gets verified. And it's 4 people do it per person that gets verified. So it's like a multi-layer, one person's not just going to say, draw a picture of Mickey Mouse and hold it over their face and be like, make a fake account and stuff like that. So, if the 4 can all agree, it just keeps going. The algorithms in this are real fancy and smart. But basically, that's the whole thing is that Pi cryptocurrency, I believe now fully, is going to work out, and everyone should download it and use my referral code because that's awesome. Makes mine better and faster. I get more, right? Or find somebody else who you can get a referral code to or from, and start mining Pi, because if it doesn't and it's a complete scam, I don't think so at all. I studied scams and penny stocks for years and I got really good at it. And then the market crashed and I ran out of money and lots of different stuff. So just, phases in life, you move on. But I think that the Pi is going to definitely work out. So get the app downloaded, get some help if you need it. Basically, I'll try and do for someone who can't see very well at all, right? Maybe try and describe the screens a little bit better. So when your alarm goes off and it says, time to mine Pi, and then you open up the app, you have your phone, and where the button is that you want to push is where your pinky knuckle is, right? Where you would get a callus from doing pull-ups or something. That's why I got a callus. So that's the second screen. There's a first screen. There is a pop-up that says, hey, it's time to mine Pi. Then you have to push OK. And then the white box will go away. And it's cool that it's just a white pop-up box, and who cares what it says? Just push OK. And then that goes away. And the background of the main screen is a black opaque, like you can see through to the regular main home screen, with this lightly laid over it. So it's black with yellow writing, and it says some stuff about mining pi, and who cares? Then you push the button by your knuckle, by your pinky knuckle, and that's it. And on your Facebook or your Twitters, or if you're meeting people at church and you're getting them to sign up, and they tend to drop off and not be active mining anymore, and your mining rate goes down, one big, I'm going to call it a mistake. One big mistake, like half of the stuff I've mined, I'm not going to get. Because half of the people that have signed up and have made mine go faster, I get more per hour because I have these people. I have 21. And usually only 6 are actively mining pi. Or 6 people are continuing to push that button every day out of 21. And one part I'm saying is I didn't get right about all of this is this pi cryptocurrency is really aimed more towards the people, being the everyday people's everyday currency that's much easier to use, has no borders, goes through in seconds, like the processing speed. We don't pay attention to this in like America or other countries. They probably would. Like processing speed. When you slide your debit card at the store, you buy some beer or whatever it is. Slide your card. It's whatever it is. It's fast. We don't pay attention to how many seconds that takes, because it goes through every time. But worldwide, with big transactions and different things, it's, I guess, not as easy of an issue? Or, I don't know, I said that the right way. It's something that is more of an issue, I guess? I don't know. Like, the speed in which a transaction can take time, how fast it's processed. Like, I'm making these numbers up, okay? This is just so people kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, if you slide your card at the store to pay for a candy bar and whatever, your groceries, maybe, we don't pay attention. We're looking around, putting our back in our wallet, looking at the cashier, and, maybe it takes 15 seconds for that to actually go to the bank, come back, then to get paid, and however the hell it works electronically, right? But if we were using pi, the 15 seconds turns into 1.2 seconds. Lightning fast. It's so much faster than any of the other processing out there that I think, well, I'll get into price predictions in a second. So the reason why it's so much faster, things like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a fast processing speed, and that's something that people talk about. Over the years, I've just heard about it. And the reason why it goes faster or slower with different cryptocurrencies is the number of nodes. And with my goofy Brian analogy, the best I can explain it, I guess, is simply a person has a computer set up. By set up, I mean they downloaded the application and said, yes, you can use my processor to make processing stuff. You can use this much and then you just leave your computer on all the time, connected to the internet. And other computers around the world, they all talk to each other and pass information and calculations, and that's how the, you know, that's how transfers on a blockchain work. I think that's a bad explanation. So when I say I want to send you 10 pi, 1 pi is a bunch of, like, I use like a computer image, like just a graphic on your computer. You take a picture with your camera and then put it on your computer. So cryptocurrency, the coins that we're mining, are a picture on your computer. And basically, because you mine them, it's not stored on your computer. It's stored on 20,000 people's computers all over the fucking place. That's the blockchain. And there's a little piece over there, and a little piece over there, and a little piece over there. And when I'm on my computer and I click on the picture, so I want to see it, right? It's my picture. Then the blockchain says, it goes out to all over the world, and gets that little piece from all over, brings it back to you, and shows you your picture. And that's a NFT in a sense. And an NFT and cryptocurrency are basically the same thing. They're a non-fungible token. That's what NFT stands for. Something I can own but not hold. So it's mine, it's on my computer. I can't hold it because it's, you know, a picture on my computer. And it's also stored everywhere else. They can't see it. They don't have access to it. It's on their computer, but like I said, they, you know, you set it up so your computer uses this little chunk of your hard drive, and you don't know what happens. Just calculate stuff. So basically, that's what the cryptocurrency cryptocurrency stupid in my mind. Sorry for saying that. After being like, hey, you should download this app, cryptocurrencies. Oh man. Cryptocurrency, I think, definitely has a value. It's like Pi. Like I'm saying, it'd be nice to be able to pay for the rides using the Pi through the apps, and be able to purchase things, or go to actual websites like Amazon and use my Pi there, or, you know, buy things from, you know, people, vendors, like say he's got gold and I can buy his gold, and maybe she's got Surrey's, or I have no idea. It could be anything. Maybe it's a service. I said build a gazebo earlier. So yes, I think a lot of places that's going to be very popular, but in more of like the West, or the first world countries, or whatever the hell you call it, a lot of Europe, America is like, I don't see it being very useful yet. It's kind of like I said with you know, the gene therapy and LHON, and being able to actually get the vision back, which is what I really, really want, because that would be awesome. I wanted that since I was 20. I'm fucking 39 now. So, time. We just need time. I went through a little bit of the time with LHON. When I first went blind, there was nothing. There was one website with one sentence. It's genetically through the mother, central vision, mitochondria or DNA mutation. I don't think they even said mitochondrial. So from 2006, I think that was, until 2010, there was an incredible amount of information. So time, which sucks a lot of the times. Same thing with the COVID and the symptoms and how long is it going to take to do this and what's this and blah, blah, blah. Time, we just need time. Same thing with the cryptocurrency. I've been kind of living by that principle. Just need time. With time, we'll find out if it actually works or it won't, and it will. It's very close to actually getting into the open, and closed net, main net period. What? So, if I have something I want to sell to you, I met on Facebook or wherever, and I want to send you pie, or you want to send me pie, and I want to send you my thing, then we can do that. Then you can send pie out of your wallet. Getting on an actual exchange like Coinbase or any of them, it's going to take a little bit more time. So maybe by the beginning of 2023, we'll more looking at that, and we're getting closer to that. But I do think that there's going to be ways that we can utilize it, especially depending on where you are in the world and the community around you. Like the whole time I've been mining Pi, doesn't exist in my circle of influence. It's not in my world. People didn't know about it, but now people are starting to hear about it and ask me about it, and different things like that. So it's picking up with time and more time. And the thing I hate most in life is time. So I think that there's a good opportunity to get some of these cryptocurrency coins and mined, so free money or free stuff or free services, because in one sense free, yeah, because you download an app and you push the button. To some, that, I mean, when you just think of doing that over a year, you look back on it, you're like, yeah, whatever, who cares about that? That's free to you. You made free money when this works out. If it's kind of a burden and you forget all the time to hit the button and you constantly have to adjust the alarm or forget to put the alarm on or whatever it is, you don't join a group, you don't talk to somebody, you don't look at a video on Facebook, whatever, you're going to lose out. Just get some free coins, and if it works out, got some free money. Or not. And all you did was, I mean, like me, I don't give a shit about 7 seconds. What do I got to do? So, I don't care about that. To me, it's free money. If I'm able to turn it into a thing that, to me, equals money, like a big bar of gold, living in America, there are gold shops everywhere. Like, you have old costume jewelry, and it's probably real gold. Just take it right down the street. There's a, that was huge. South Park did an episode about that. Yeah, so I would definitely click the link below, get signed up, mine some pie, and step by step as we go, you'll learn more and more about what it really is, what it entails. I'm not fully aware of everything. Over the next 6-8 months, I think a lot's going to be revealed, and we may be already part of an ecosystem that is huge. Like Pi Workforce is one of those utilities, and I heard one of the guys from there speak on a Twitter Spaces, and he says they already have 100,000 people signed up on there. That's a lot. It's not even live yet. Like, the numbers on all this stuff are grand. Back to that node thing, you set your computer up so the network or blockchain or cryptos or whatever it is you want to say, I don't know, I don't care, can you use my computer, right? If you do that, that's a node. And Bitcoin, last number I heard was 12,750, right in there. So there was 12,750, let's say. 13,000. There's 13,000 people around the world that said they can use my computer or servers or however Bitcoin's set up. I don't know. But Pi is just on your cell phone and your home computer. But we have 61,000. That's why our transactions are so much faster than everything else. And that kind of gets me into the next part about the Pi price consensus and some of the price predictions, which, yeah, we'll start at the top. So, my throat is dry. So there are different groups around the world, kind of, sections, like South America is thinking that it should be worth, I'm making this up, I don't know what they say. They say it should be worth $200 per coin. And Africa says, oh, well, we think $100. And another part of Africa thinks $1,000. And, so different parts of the world say this is like not a competition, not a debate. It's everybody kind of trying to get together and come up with an agreement when we go live to an exchange where anybody can go there, to Coinbase or any of the others, and buy Pi. When it gets there, what price do we want it to be? This is how I understand it so far. More will be revealed as to my understanding, I'm sure. But, so all these different groups all over, and there's no real group. It's people say, I'm in Africa and I'm on Twitter, and I think this amount. Or, I'm in Seattle, me, and I think this amount. America says 5,000, whatever it is. And so this is real. This is a group of Chinese business people, I believe. And they say they want each coin to be worth $314,159 United States dollars. That's $1 for every one of those numbers I said. That's $314,159 for every one of those coins I got. Okay. I'll be worth 3.6 billion if you say so. It's probably not gonna happen, guys. I mean, I have been doing this since the very beginning, like within a month of it starting. And we say we've been putting in the work. We're here. We've been working hard. Kind of not. I mean, like I said, this is really easy. 7 seconds. Push the button. Okay. White box will disappear. Now time to push on the mine button around where your pinky is, and it makes it even easier because it's kind of in a blue neon circle, and it's a white lightning bolt. So it's sort of easy for our eyes to pick up. But that's I mean 300 pi is 3.1415936515999. It just goes for infinity and doesn't repeat and all that crap. So pi 314159. That's the numbers. That's where it comes from, I believe. But I think that they are interested in, because again, from the Twitter spaces, like with the penny stocks, just trying to weave my way into everywhere with everything and everybody and get all the info I can and try to make my picture of what it is. Right. So my brain is like overloaded with all this crap. The music got me tripping. So the Chinese are looking for $314,159 per coin. And I think because of the transaction speed and their transactions being so large, and these Twitter spaces, they had representatives spoke incredibly good English. Sorry, well, I apologize. Spoke English incredibly well. So, anyways, they were talking about the dollar amounts that their transactions are, and they were big, very big, if not millions, hundreds of millions, big. And when you have to pay, Visa or MasterCard or whoever the service is that's doing the processing, they charge, and the percent on that can be greater than what Pi says they're going to charge. And because it happens so fast, and there's not necessarily, the banking regulations from this country to that country, it's more of a from this wallet all the way across the countries to that wallet. I think I'm not a crypto expert, but that's kind of how I, in general, understand things. And if you go back to like the beginning days of my channel, explaining things in general, kind of the way I understand it, I haven't been wrong about anything. I don't think so. Well, I'm probably wrong right there. Shit. Like, you were wrong last video. So, there's a lot going on with Pi, and one simple thing that shows me, how much is happening and how fast, or how much faster it's happening now than it was kind of in the beginning days, in the first couple of years. On the main home screen, they give updates and stuff like that. So that would happen like every 6 months or so. Not very often, once a quarter maybe, in the beginning. But now it's like every week or two, it updates. So it's just more information, more things are happening. The network is getting stronger, more people are joining. I mean, it's just lots and lots of updates. This last one was step 7 of the mainnet process. I was able to verify my identity and my lockup balance, and now I'm just waiting 13 days. Yeah, I think 13 days now. 13 days I can do whatever I want with my coin. I don't know what that means, but I'll do something. Just need more time. So, I really do recommend people to get the app downloaded, set an alarm, mine every day, and get the help if you need it. Try and get everything set up. One thing that's kind of a pain in the ass for visually impaired people or blind people, whatever, is the wallet. When you set up the wallet, I was terrified for probably 2 or 3 months when it was, gave the update on the home screen, said, we're going to make the wallet soon, and it's going to be this many characters, and blah, blah, blah. And it had to be 25 words, and so many characters, and no spaces, and I was like thinking in my head, trying to make up like this story and words I would never ever forget. Like I had a dog named Rex that broke a grandfather clock and jumped into a pool through a window. That really happened in my life. But like, it just makes it for you. So after that, you say generate my password, and it makes it. Then it says copy, and you copy it and you paste it into I used Samsung Notes. So you have your crypto wallet key or your password saved. So you can always go and copy it and then paste it back in there and get into your wallet. There is an option for people who do need help with things. I recommend they get help when this comes to be their turn to set up the wallet, because there is an option during that process to use your thumbprint, and it's so much easier. And I skipped it, and now I have to wait until it shows up. I don't know. So my mom's got a thumbprint. She's like, "Oh, it's so easy." Okay, whatever. I just make sure I never delete a character in this word or a password. Don't ever lose your phone, because they have a non-custodial key or wallet. I'm the only one with my password. I can't send an email. Like if you forget your Facebook password, you can click on that, forgot password, and then they'll send you an email and you can get your password. There's none of that. It's non-custodial. You own it. It's only yours. If you lose it, it's gone. So don't lose your password. Don't fuck it up. Get help with that part. With the parts that have to do with the wallets, any of that stuff, KYC or the wallet, it's incredibly simple. Very, very easy stuff. But get some help, because we're us. Like I said, I had my mom type my email address, because sometimes when I'm typing and I need to get in to make sure I'm going to hit that character, I have to use my thumb underneath my magnifier inside my eye socket to make sure I hit that. But sometimes I can make my nose hit the phone. So I can put a space or a V or something in the sentence and not know it. So just, out of caution, I said, will you type my email? So stuff like that, so just, get the help. But I'm really actually very excited for Pi. And worldwide, I do think that this can become the cryptocurrency the world can actually use as a currency. The world can use as a currency. I don't mean just, China says they want to use it for this really high amount for business, and that is for barter, they keep saying. So they will trade you X amount of cashmere sweaters for, I don't know. It's all, see, It's all speculation. It's like down in Africa, they say they wanted $100 in the beginning, but now I'm hearing more like $1,000 in more of a northern area of Africa. I don't know. I'm kind of geographically ignorant, so don't hate me. uh, but we'll see how it all comes, and how it all actually plays out. If the different regions of the world are able to come together and agree on, let's just say, the highest price out there, and then I believe the guy who created and started all this, Nicholas, he has to agree, and then, oh, excuse me, um, the exchange, like Coinbase or Crypto.com, any of those, they have to agree. I don't know, I haven't been through this before, but it'll work out, because it all has been so far. It's been 4.5 years, which is a long time. But that's how a lot of the people who have been mining feel. That's why only 6 out of 20 or 21 mine. But I do fully think this is going to work out. Over at Rays United, Ray thinks more $100 per coin to start, and then maybe climb or have spikes up into 1,000 or so, and then drop back down. And it's a cryptocurrency. The liquidity, it all goes up and down. I think kind of the same. I think it might start out maybe more around a couple $100, just because it's pi again. $314. $3,149 to keep the numbers going. It's not going to start there, I don't think. Well, actually, I probably pretty much know. But because of the lockups, I didn't even talk about that, but that's another good reason why I think it's all going to work out, and why it's going to create scarcity. And let's say everybody gets in, then it's just started. Hey, it's live. Anybody can buy it. You can sell it, and it's on an exchange. I think it is going to go up pretty quickly. There's going to be a lot of people who want to buy Pi. Like, who the hell wants to buy Dogecoin? You know what Dogecoin is? Yeah. So Pi Network is what we got. And there are some other things out there. There is Pi, P-I, Inu. Like, remember the craze on Shiba Inu? That was about a year ago. So all of these meme tokens will just pop up, and that's not us. This is Pi Network. Just so if you look it up and look at that, and you're like, oh, it's already trading. It's like 0.0000000000001. That's Pi Inu, or one of the other Pi things. So Pi Network, what I mine, and if you follow the link and sign up, you be mining, is not live yet. It's not on an exchange. It's in the app. And that's it. Within the app, we've created the browser, which is a separate app. So it's not the same thing. I could tell you, I'm pretty excited about this, actually. I'm just kind of pondering because I haven't really been positive about it to, share it with you guys. I've got 379 subscribers on this channel now, and I always kind of treated my channel like, because back in the day it was called a vlog. Oh boy. And then you post that to your WordPress. Yeah, your WordPress blog, baby. Remember that? It was awesome because we were able to get video from YouTube and then encode it in our WordPress. I don't know what I was talking about. So, click the link below, get signed up, mine some pie, and like always in my videos, reach out. I'll try and answer any questions I can down in the comments, and we'll just try and get some money, because money is helpful. Money is definitely helpful. Get your rides, buy your food. Wow, that's all good stuff to me. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Get signed up.